Before we begin, if today has felt heavy, take a slow deep breath, relax your shoulders, close your eyes for 1 minute. Wherever you are right now, whether you're driving home, folding some washing, or sitting outside with a cup of tea, or you have finally found some 5 minutes yourself, I am really glad you're here today. For the next little while, you don't have to rush. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to have all the answers. You just get to be here. Welcome back to Rooted Women, a quiet place in a noisy world. I am Felicitas Whitley, and today I want to start by asking you something. Do you remember the version of you before everybody needed you? Not because I want to go back there, and not because motherhood hasn't changed you in beautiful ways, but because I wonder how often we stop asking ourselves who we are once everybody starts needing us. I was thinking about this the other day. I was standing in the kitchen, I was making lunches and thinking about dinner and mentally running through everything that still needed to happen at the day. And I caught myself wondering, when was the last time I asked myself what I wanted? Not what the kids needed, not what needed doing, not what was next on my list, just what I enjoy, or what fills my cup, or what makes me feel like me. And honestly, I don't have the answer right away. That really surprised me because I can tell you exactly what everyone in my family likes. I know who doesn't like tomatoes, who needs reminding to pack their jumper, who is swimming this week, who's running low on toothpaste, who's got a permission slip due. I know all that from the back of my hand. But when it comes to me, I had to stop and think for a second. And I wonder if you ever felt like that too. Maybe you haven't lost yourself. Maybe you just become so busy remembering everyone else that you've forgotten to remember yourself. I hear moms say this all the time. I don't even know who I am anymore. And every time I hear that, my heart breaks a little. Because I don't actually think you have disappeared. I don't think motherhood erased you. I think you've been so beautifully devoted to everyone else that your own voice has become very quiet. It's still there, by the way. It's just been whispered over by school pickups, dinner, laundry, appointments, work, mental load, and all the beautiful, exhausting things that come with raising a family. I don't know about you, but sometimes I miss the parts of me that had nothing to do with being productive. The woman who laughed without checking the time. The woman who dreamt about things. The woman who got lost in a book. The woman who could sit with the coffee and actually drink it while it was hot. The woman who had hobbies. The woman who was curious. Not because I want to be her again. No, not at all. But because those parts of me still matter. I think they still matter in you too. You know what I find interesting? We spend so much time telling moms, don't lose yourself. But no one really tells us how. Because the truth is, motherhood changed us. And I don't think it's supposed to leave us exactly the same. I don't want to go back to who I was before my children. My children have made me softer. They've made me more patient. They've made me more resilient. They've given me my life back, my life with purpose in ways I could never have imagined. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But I also don't want every part of me outside of motherhood to disappear. Because before I was someone else's mom, I was still a her person. I had dreams, I had ideas, I had things that made me feel alive. And becoming a mother didn't make those things less important. It just made me quieter. Maybe that's what we're really talking about today. Not finding ourselves, remembering yourself. There's a difference. Finding yourself make it sound like she's gone. But remembering yourself reminds you that she's been here all along, waiting patiently. Not asking you to become someone different, just asking you to notice her again. Maybe remembering yourself looks like buying fresh flowers because they make you smile. Maybe it's taking a class you've always wanted to take. Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a book before bed. Maybe it's walking without headphones. Or maybe it's saying yes to a coffee with a friend. Or maybe it's writing, painting, gardening, and here's a big one, traveling. How about starting the business you've always dreamt about? Maybe it's finally saying, I matter too. Not because you're selfish, but because you are human. And here's something I've been thinking about. What if looking after yourself isn't taking away from your family? What if it's actually one of those greatest gifts you can give them? Because our children are watching. They are watching how we speak to ourselves. They are watching whether we believe we are worthy of rest. They are watching whether we have joy. They are watching whether we laugh. They are watching whether we pursue things that lights us up. I don't want my boys to grow up believing that becoming a mother means disappearing. I want them to see that women are a whole people. That mothers have dreams too. That it's okay to take care of yourself. That joy isn't selfish. That rest isn't laziness. That purpose doesn't end when motherhood begins. I want them to see a woman who loves them deeply without regretting herself completely. And maybe that's what I want for you too today. If you are listening and you're thinking, I don't even know where to begin. It's okay saying that, Felicitas, but where do I begin? Please hear me. You don't have to reinvent your whole life. You don't have to book a solo trip around the world. You don't have to make a house look completely different. You don't need a complete makeover. You don't need to become someone new. But maybe it starts with one simple question. What made me feel alive before life became so busy? Not because you're trying to get her back, but because she might still be waiting for you. Before we finish today, I want to leave you with something here. Leave the belief that motherhood has to cost you your identity. Leave the guilt that tells you your needs don't matter. Leave the idea that taking care of self is something you will get around to one day. You matter today. You matter now. Not because of everything you do, not because of how well you hold everything together, simply because you are you. Be gentle with yourself this week and ask yourself one question. What made me feel like me? Don't forget, You don't need fixing. You need remembering. You don't have to become someone else. You just have to come home to yourself. Until next time, stay rooted.